Hey everyone, it's Andrew and Luke here from Carlson Cash. We want to introduce you to our new SAP S/4HANA Rapid Cash Management solution. In this video, we're going to discuss how we came up with the solution and how it really addresses the current market need for immediate cash visibility. We're also going to go into our 1909 S/4HANA system to show some of the functionality, some of the key Fiori apps that make up this rapid cash solution.
In this current environment, we've had a lot of companies reach out to us asking, how can I have immediate cash visibility in SAP today? A lot of times they don't have the luxury of time and can't wait 8 or 12 months for this solution while their entire enterprise goes live on SAP. In response to this, we partnered with SAP to come up with a rapid cash management solution that can be delivered in as little as 8 to 10 weeks. We also have Mike Lucente on the phone from SAP. Mike, can you tell us a little bit more about what you're seeing in today's environment and also how we came up to collaborate with this solution together?
Thanks, Luke. My name is Mike Lucente with SAP, and I work for the North America Finance Center of Excellence, specifically in Treasury and Risk Management. As finance organizations are thinking about minimizing the broad impact from the current economic crisis, the CFO and Treasurer are having the unique responsibility to maintain adequate liquidity and sustain essential business activities, which are critical to stay competitive and even survive. It really all comes down to cash and the ability to identify and mobilize liquidity in real time. We are hearing that transforming and automating these processes are key for both short and long-term success. Customers really don't have an appetite for an 8 to 12 month treasury project. They need this automation as soon as possible, and they are demanding an accelerated time to value.
Thanks, Mike. We've actually seen a lot of the same things that you mentioned in the marketplace. In response to this immediate need to cash visibility, Carlson Cash has partnered with SAP to design an 8 to 10 week rapid deployment of S4 Cash Management and multi-banking connectivity. This addresses the need for the quick visibility to cash, but also builds a framework that companies can use for future SAP Treasury rollouts. Now that we've talked about this a little bit, let's go into the system. We have a 1909 S4 system that we can show some of the functionalities and some of these Fiori apps and how they work.
All right, now we're in our S/4HANA 1909 system. This is our homepage that we created for this solution, and we have a list of the apps at the top of the screen for it. We're only going to go through a few of the key apps today. There's a lot to unpack in these Fiori apps, so in the next 2 weeks, we'll be releasing a series of videos that go into each of these apps in greater detail. Right now, we're going to simulate what we would really do on each day for the user side. We're at the start of the day, so we'll go into the intraday bank statement monitor. We use these intraday statements to build our current day flows in the cash position, so it's important to know if they've been loaded or not. In this app, we set the expected times that we receive the statements, and it can be different by account, and it'll tell us if the statements have been loaded or if they have not been. Right now, we can see that we have warnings and errors in the app, and no statements have been successful. We're going to refresh the app because we've loaded some statements in, and we can see that some accounts have now been loaded. This will continue to update throughout the day as statements are loaded. Okay, now we're in the cash position app. This app gives a high-level view of our cash balances. We can filter the information so we're only viewing cash at certain entities. We can also change the views in this app. We're viewing it by country now. We can change it to report by bank, country, currency, and some of the other views on the screen. We can also change the type of chart that we see on the screen. Right now, the default is a bar chart, but we can change it to a few other things: pie chart, line chart, heat map, and there's a whole list of other ones that we can do too. In summary, these apps in Fiori are extremely flexible, and they're driven on the user side. They can be changed on the fly and do not require configuration changes like they were in ECC.
Okay, so now that we've seen some of the solution in S4, let's talk about some of the benefits. The first one obviously being we now have real-time cash visibility of bank balances through the receipt of those bank statements. So on a daily basis, we're able to know exactly where we are from a cash position standpoint, and this is something we can do and deliver in as little as 8 weeks. The second one being reduced dependency on banking portals and continual logins of banking portals. Using everything in S4, having all of our bank balances and all our bank statements in S4, we really can reduce the number of times we're logging into banking portals and pulling balances on a daily basis. Obviously, with that comes increased access to capital markets. If we're able to determine what our cash position is earlier in the day, we're able to get to the market sooner when the market's more liquid and be able to get better rates. The last benefit being increased mobility. With SAP's multi-banking connectivity, we're now able to onboard new banks quicker and faster and more efficiently than we were before.
Thanks for your time today. I hope this gives you a better idea of how our S4 Rapid Cash Management solution works. As we mentioned earlier, this can be rolled out in SAP in as little as 8 weeks to gain visibility to your cash balances. If you have any questions or would like to see a more in-depth demo, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks.